What is up, you guys? Sam Dog, the infamous 253, coming at you with Dallas Stewart on speakerphone. Dallas, how you doing?
Doing pretty good.
Yeah, Seahawks get it done, 16-6 over the Arizona Cardinals in Lumen Field. Another 10-point win over the Cardinals. Granted, last time we played them, we beat them by 1, but that now makes it 6 in a row since Russell Wilson's last game as our quarterback. Geno Smith is now 5-0 against the Arizona Cardinals as our starter. Granted, he did not play his best game today. That's for sure. Offense looked a little rusty at first, but I'll tell you what. I got to give props to our defense today, especially on that first defensive stand after we deferred the coin toss. When we won the coin toss, getting those back-to-backs. After Trey McBride got the quick first down, and then frickin' who got the first sack? Because I know Tyrese Knight got the second one. We got back-to-back sacks on Kyler Murray.
It might have been Leonard Williams.
Leonard Williams, man, I'll tell you what. He was killing Midget Murray all day. He killed that overrated midget today.
Yeah.
We really were able to get after Kyler Murray. And then frickin' later on in the second quarter, it was a tough battle, but the defense just holding the Cardinals to 0 points. Our offense couldn't get squat going. Geno took a few sacks and whatnot. We're lucky we didn't have 2 interceptions today. Because we were lucky
that second one. Yeah, that second one when it was.
Yeah.
What was the score? 13-6.
Yeah, 13-6. The one where it went off of Kenneth Walker's hand. I would have blamed Kenneth Walker for that one though. But the first interception was definitely on Geno.
Arizona would have had a really short field.
Yeah.
A chance to tie the game.
Yeah, big time. But I gotta say, then frickin' it was 3-0 for a while, and then when we really got it going, hitting that big play to Jackson Smith and Jigba, and then getting it. First and going and running a couple times with Zach Charbonnet, which I didn't get why we didn't run Kenneth Walker at all, too, because Kenneth Walker had another big game on the ground and through the air a bit against the Arizona Cardinals. And then frickin' that third and goal, hitting that side pass to Jackson Smith and Jigba where DK baited the other secondary and JSN burnt Buda Baker for that touchdown, which was our only
Yeah, that was a huge play. It looked like our drive was going to stall there, and we were going to have to settle for a field goal to tie it.
Yeah, but then we get the JSN touchdown before half, which was huge. And then after that, our defense, on our next defensive stand, I think we got back-to-back sacks again on Kyler Murray, which was when Leonard Williams just unleashed hell on Midget Murray.
Yeah.
Leonard Williams was killing Kyler Murray a majority of that game. Oh, yeah, I think the first sack we got was Boye Mafe. Mafe had had the first sack early in the game.
Oh.
Yeah, but I think we dropped Kyler Murray like five times tonight. Granted, that's what they got us on Geno. They got 5 sacks on Geno tonight, but just getting that 7-3 lead and then frickin' getting the ball with a little momentum, and then our offense stalled, and then we have to end up punting because we shot ourselves in the foot with a couple of penalties, and then they get it to midfield, and then it was 4th down. They went for it, and Mike McDonald apparently called, and I thought this was going to be costly when we called that timeout, when Mike McDonald called that timeout, when we got that 4th down stop originally. And then the Cardinals go for it again. We flush Murray out of pocket. He makes a desperate throw. Kobe Bryant comes up with a big interception. And looking back on it, I'm glad we took that timeout now, because then the next go around on it, we end up getting a pick 6, a huge house call from Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant's first pick 6, and our first pick 6 of Kyler Murray since Jadeveon Clowney did it to him in 2019.
Wow, I didn't know it had been 5 years. Yeah, and that was really the difference in the game.
Yeah,
because we didn't do much offensively after that.
No, we didn't. We didn't do anything after that. Just really, just the offense just kept stalling and everything. Then Geno threw that freaking almost costly interception. And then pretty much, I'll tell you what, after Geno threw the interception, where he should have ran it for a first down, because at best we could have made it 16-3 or put it out of reach. We honestly could have blown them out.
Put it out of reach on that drive.
We could have blown out Arizona. We could have blown them out.
Yeah.
But I give props to the defense after Kyler hit that big play to Michael Wilson where Reek got a little shook up. Just the way that we held them out of the end zone and held them to that field goal to make it 13-6, and then just
that was huge.
Yeah, and then later
13-10. I would have been sweating a little bit.
Yeah, and then we get the ball back, and then we almost have that near disaster, and then Geno starts leading the drive, and Jackson Smith and Jigba comes up with some big plays, and I think he threaded the needle on one play to DK, but getting it downfield, burning as much clock as we did on that drive, and then Jason Myers hitting that big 50-yard field goal to make it a 10-point game.
Yeah, to ice it. That was a big kick because the rain was coming down.
And that north end is hard to.
It wasn't no chip shot.
Yeah, that north end is always the hardest end to kick it in Lumen Field. I've seen a lot of kickers struggle kicking it to the north. The north is no joke in Lumen Field.
We could kind of breathe a sigh of relief after that kick went through.
Yeah, and then we tried to play the prevent defense and just freaking they kind of get some chunk plays, and then on second down they decided to try to go for a field goal because they were that desperate to try to make it a 7-point game. And then the kicker, who was the kicker for Arizona since it wasn't Prater?
Ryland, I think his name was. Yeah, he missed it.
Yeah, what did that kick look like on TV? Because I didn't really have a good angle at that. I just saw the ref's arms go like that, and that's how I knew that he missed. Was it a pretty bad kick? Like, did he shank it?
Yeah, he hooked it a little bit. They wasted like 20 seconds on that last drive.
Yeah, and I gotta say, holding
Poor
that
clock management on that last drive, and I'm glad he didn't make it, so it didn't have to come down to us recovering an onside kick.
Yeah, and then freaking earlier, let's not forget the challenge that freaking Jonathan Gannon had. It was a close challenge, but man, I gotta give props to who was on that play on Harrison. Was that Witherspoon or was that Wolin?
I think maybe Witherspoon.
Yeah, Witherspoon did a good job on Marvin Harrison Jr.
Wolin had a bad game today.
Yeah, he did. But I'll tell you what, game ball to the defense. I got to give 2 game balls, and it's both on defense. I got to give the game ball to the defense for the pass rush for getting after Murray, and game ball number 2, Kobe Bryant for that pick 6.
Yeah.
But majority...
That was the critical play in the game.
Yeah, and then...
Without that, we probably don't win.
Yeah, that pick 6 was the biggest difference maker in that game. I mean,
that was a 6-point swing right there.
Yeah, and then frickin' game ball on offense, Jackson Smith and Jigba for getting the big play and then scoring the touchdown.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's a big win. And drop your thoughts down below in the comments. And Seahawks get it done 16-6 over the Arizona Cardinals. That's now 6 in a row. We go to New York next week to take on the New York Jets in MetLife Stadium. I will do my game picks on Tuesday from my Airbnb because I fly out Tuesday. So I'll get the pick list. I'll bring the pick list from this week out as well. And I'll have to do it 6 o'clock East Coast time because Dallas usually isn't ready until like 3 o'clock, right?
A little bit after.
Yeah, so 6 o'clock East Coast time, 3 o'clock West Coast time. So we'll find a way to make do with it, but we're going to do the picks regardless on Tuesday. Granted, I'll be all the way in a different setting compared to this setting in my room. But anyway, catch y'all later. If you ain't with it, you ain't infamous. And as always, go Seahawks. Hell of a win. Another statement win for Mike McDonald after the big win against the 49ers.